One gentleman representing question, well, I'm not quite yet, not representing question 4, so we will go through the order, but we'll start with the last one first, and then go 1, 2, 3. So there's a gentleman who needs to make sure he gets a train, otherwise he's in Boston much longer than he'd care to be.
It's a fun city.
It's a fun city, but maybe not so fun if you'd really rather be home.
Probably not.
So, before we get started, a few announcements. There are... there's a plate handout over there, and there's also some for question 2, and I don't know if anybody else put out other information for other questions? No? Okay. We have, if you want to get on our mailing list, there should be a clipboard circulating around someplace, right over there. Thank you very much, Brad. A few of the handouts over there are push cards. We also love our, one of our sister organizations, Mass Fiscal Alliance. We have some of their scorecard things over there. These are votes of the legislators on fiscal issues. They are a fiscally oriented and good governance oriented organization. We're actually going to potentially be doing something about roads. People familiar with the road studies that the Reason Foundation does, talks about how well we do against the rest of the country, how we happen to have administrative costs that are 6 times more than the national average per mile on a per mile basis.
Per lane mile basis.
Per lane mile basis.
Our roads are wide.
Okay, good points. Good point. But, and this is while they're
wider than Arizona, maybe.
Gas tax, and they also increase our R&B fees. So that is going to be potentially going to be, save the date. It'll be the 20th in Lexington once the venue's all firmed up. And I'll be putting that on our email. Again, get on our email list to get updates about that. That's Mass Fiscal Alliance. I will give Peter a few moments to talk about a few things, and he'll talk about that. I will briefly mention, then I'll maybe do a little bit more at the end, but there's a movie coming out called Unfair. It's exposing the IRS. I met the gentleman. I actually viewed the movie at CPAC this spring. It is a movie that takes on the IRS and just shows you what a corrupt and just downright nasty group of people they are. How they went, many of us are familiar with the story, the Tea Party, what happened. They didn't okay any Tea Party for a period of 27 months. They, basically squelching free speech in certain ways. But how they also go after, say, a veterans organization in Texas. They put out a tip jar to say if you want to donate a couple dollars to offset the cost of the food that we're giving you, essentially. They were, say, make a donation if you want. They said, oh, you're a business, $50,000 fine. Now that just completely impacted how they could deliver services for the community, people's Christmases. It's completely insane. And then there's also about, they also highlight a family that they did a foreign-born adoption. You get significant tax credits with adoptions, but also even more so for foreign-born adoptions. Well, I guess the IRS has the IRS automatically assumes that you are guilty. There's a 100% audit rate for that. In this particular family that they interview on the film, they were audited for a nice, real pleasant 5 years. Imagine having that and your kid going out to kindergarten and you're still getting audited by the IRS. It's a very good movie. This is an independent production, like many of these conservative films are. It's an independent production. Like I said, I got to meet and talk to the producer of it. The people who did 2016 Obama's America worked on it, so it's good production quality. But it is a one-day showing. It's the price of a regular theater ticket. It's playing at 15 theaters across the state, including Boston, the Fenway, Revere, Burlington. Greater Boston Tea Party is going to concentrate on getting people out to 3 theaters: Burlington, Boston, and Randolph, because of our Holbrook meeting.
Where's the Boston Theater?
The Fenway. The Fenway, whatever they call it. Fenway 13.
And what they call the old Sears building.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Good. Yep. Yes, Unfair the movie. There's going to be a media blitz about it this coming week. Again, it's an independent production, but also I guess there's a panel discussion afterwards. The movie is 88 minutes, and then there's a panel discussion afterwards that includes Mike Huckabee. We also have copies of the Boston Broadside over there. This is the September edition. This is pretty much a Tea Party newspaper. Gentleman Lonnie Brennan up North Shore Way puts it out. Oh, look, there's a former gubernatorial candidate on there. There's a Sean Craig there as well. Boy, there's a few good people highlighted in this issue. Monthly, it's $30 to subscribe, or you can advertise in it as well. It's one of those grassroots things, so support it if you feel inclined. There's copies over there for you to take. Don't feel free to take them. Those are the September copies. The October edition's coming out shortly. And we have two people who have to do a quick speech first. We'll start off with Peter Skolaris. Skolaric.
Sorry.
And he wanted to speak to us about a few initiatives that he is involved in.
Okay.